Yo, what's going on, my prophets? Your boy Cali here with another video, guys. Fuck, we just keep breaking records day after day, all-time highs. Is it a bubble? Is it this? Where's the pullback? Fuck, if you knew, you would be rich, you know. So, I'm gonna give you guys some tips, some trading myths that I think are pretty bullshit and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll jump into the video, guys. Um, First, let me refresh, make sure we're still there. So, yep, we're at a $401 billion. We did $25 billion in trading today. BTC dominance is 60, almost 62%, guys. Guys, this is huge. The price that's reflecting right now that you see, it says price is 136666. Oh no, sorry, that's the value. The price is 14862. So, um, yeah, about that. It's pretty fucking intense. Um, Fuck, what can you say? There's been a couple moves in the top 10. If you guys been watching crypto at all, you see IOTA kind of launched into his own stratosphere of craziness and went up like, I don't even know anymore. Fuck, man. We called it in the group at 33 cents. I bought it at more than that because I've been holding, and I just wanted to show you guys this. So this is my page, right? Cali Stacking, June 24th, guys. Okay, June 24th is when I saw the technology that this coin is, and I said, hey, fucking, I think that it'll eventually be somewhere. Is it there now? I don't think so. I think it's overvalued right now, but I think the technology is fucking phenomenal, and if they can pull off what they're saying they could do, but the thing for that to work is Internet of Everything is not there yet because everything doesn't have internet yet. So, um, let's get into a little charts or graphs or whatever. Um, so trading BS. Why most people lose money trading? And guys, I've lost trading. I was talking to some guy in the group today. I paper traded for a whole year, and I'm talking about stocks. When I first started trading, because I wanted to test my methods and technical, and this is before YouTube, so you couldn't, do a lot of research like you can now. So I read a lot and tested out methods and um, what indicators work the best and what markets and blah blah blah. So I did a whole year of research, and I said I'm ready. I dumped 5K into a trading account, and I lost it like in 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Why? Because human emotions are a son of a bitch. When you're trading paper, it's just like, hey, yeah, I'm up, I'm down, no big deal. But when it's actual physical money that you're putting in and you see it going down a certain percentage, even though you're well within your range, you freak out. So, guys, test your methods, right? This is one thing that I learned real quick. No one, no one, let me rephrase that. No one could tell you when the tops and the bottoms are. Um, we could tell you when peaks and valleys are, which is different, but to call a top and a bottom, you're gonna do it once in a while. If you have a good setup, it's gonna tell you pretty damn close here and there when these tops and bottoms are, or valleys and peaks. I prefer to call them, right, because uh, a valley and a peak, it's exactly what it sounds like. But for people to be like, oh, I call the top and the bottom all the time, fuck, man. You, you would be richer than Warren Buffett, and that's straight up because it's impossible. I've traded different markets, and some people are gonna sit here and argue with me, and I would say, hey, if you're watching this video, you don't know where the tops and the bottoms are because you're probably on a fucking private island. Because with $1,000 account leverage, you would be fucking uber rich, right? So that's the first myth, BS bullshit that you can hear is oh, tops and bottoms. You can find peaks and valleys, and if you have a good setup, it definitely helps. But there's no such thing as tops and bottoms. Yesterday I traded out of. Let me bring this up real quick. Perfect example. I traded out right around. I think it was right under. So right around here. I dumped it because I said, hey, I made my profit. I'm cool. I don't want to sit in front of the computer and try to figure out when the top is. But to me, that's a peak, right? That's one of the peaks because, I mean, that's to me this is just a crazy pump up. This is a 1 hour chart, guys. So each candle represents 1 hour, and for you to double your coin and value, and I mean you're down here at what, 16.7 and then go all the way to it's just yeah it's not it's a fake pump. People were trading on news, people, I mean whatever, and I was getting a lot of bullshit for this. It's trading at 20 under 25 now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuy my position because I do believe in this coin. And if I was trading on technicals right now, I'll do it real quick. It's coming up on the line where it's going to see some it should see some support. I mean some support. If it falls below here, I mean it's still going to fall even more, which it should, guys. This is not, fuck man, this is not a $4 coin. This is not a $3 coin. This is at tops a $2 coin at the current stage. Am I saying that in the future it's not a $10 coin? No, I'm saying right now as we speak it's an inflated coin. So right, back to this. Cheap versus expensive. And fuck man, I hate this. And look, if you're trading, I understand it because you're trying to maximize your profit, but you got to get away from like dollars, especially in crypto. But you got to get away from dollars and saying, hey, this is a $1 coin. It's gonna go to $2 and I'm gonna double my money. A $1 shitcoin is still a fucking shitcoin, guys. All right. And this is what I'm gonna say. When people were saying in the group, perfect fucking example, Chaser. Everybody was looking for all these coins, and he highlighted the message today when he says, "Hey, am I the only stupid one that's buying Bitcoin at 6,300?" And people were freaking out because it had just come off an all-time high, and there was going to be a massive pullback, and blah 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 blah. Go fuck yourself. It's almost at 15,000. Which most coins didn't double. Most coins are recessing now, right? So what's cheap and what's expensive? It's all relative compared to your percentages. Because if we're talking fiat, okay, say your coin went up double, but not because Bitcoin went up. If you would have just kept that Bitcoin, you would have made more money. So is that coin actually more expensive than the cheaper? See what I'm saying? It just gets weird, especially in crypto, guys. You got to be very aware of that. If you're trading crypto, we're trying to make fiat money, or we're trying to make Bitcoin, right? Because at the end, you're trying to hold as much Bitcoin as possible, or at least that's my belief. Because Bitcoin is going up and it's gone up. So yesterday when I traded that, I did like a stupid amount of a percentage from June. So it took me from June in here, but in that time frame, and it was a small investment, guys, all right, compared to my portfolio. But that one made me a shitload of money. And then on top of that, I made another 20% on Bitcoin when I traded out. So be very, very cautious about using the word cheap and expensive, or that coin's going to double compared to the. Look, if we're holding long term, everything's going to double because we're so early in the market. But don't sit there and try to play it up, or like I'm gonna double it up, or it's easier for that coin to double up, because I mean technically it is. But what happens if Bitcoin has a run like today and goes up $2,500, and where does that put your cheap coin? It makes it a cheap coin. like cheap, like as piece of shit coin, and that's why they're called shit coins. So keep that in mind. What's next? What's next? Oof, the market dictates the trend, guys. If you haven't learned this, if you're new to trading, if you're new to crypto, if you're new to any fucking market, the market dictates the trend. You can never be right. You, the market could agree with you, but the market's always right. All right. Have you ever heard the trend is your friend? Like it's a like in trading and it's that's what they say. The trend is your friend. Why? Because you have to know which way it's going. So is it going up or down? So because we're trading in the currency market, right? So if say you were trading the forex, say the euro versus the dollar, you're hedging against one or the other. So you're saying, hey, if I buy the dollar, I'm shorting the euro, and if I buy the euro, I'm shorting the dollar. Well, same thing goes in cryptocurrency. If you're buying IOTA, you're shorting Bitcoin, and if you're buying Bitcoin, you're shorting everything else. If that makes sense. Okay, so if Bitcoin is on a rampage and you're trying to go against Bitcoin, chances are, I'm not saying every single time, but the probability of you outbeating Bitcoin, especially in a rally, is pretty fucking slim. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying, why make your life hard as a trader? Now, if you're a hardcore investor, right? And if you're an investor and you see a rallying, what you do is you cost average. But I'm talking about trading, guys. So let's stick to that, right? And the market is always right. And I'm telling you, the market's always right. You could say, hey, Bitcoin's gonna fucking pull back at $13,000. And what does the market say? I don't give a fuck. I'll go to 15. Oh, the market, there's gonna be a pullback at 15,000. It's a psychological barrier. Maybe, maybe not. But the market's gonna dictate that, not people so much. So yeah, you have to study trading psychology, and you have to, your technical and blah 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 blah. But the market is always gonna dictate it. And this is, guys, the key is the market could stay right longer than you can stay solvent. The market could stay right longer than you can stay solvent. And if you think you can outperform the market, like if you think that you're gonna say, I know it's gonna dump, and you keep fucking throwing money at it, taking these positions against the market trend, you're not gonna have a good time in trading, and that's in any market. In crypto, your ass will be eaten alive if you're trying to go against trends. If you're not bullish guy on Bitcoin, guess what? Just stay out of the market, right? Wait for the pullback, and then that's when you start trading your alts again. But if you're bullish on Bitcoin and you're seeing that alts are rising, take a step back from Bitcoin. So it's just know the trend of the market. The market's going to dictate what trends to go. If alts are hot, jump on alts. If privacy coins are hot, jump on privacy coins. That market's going to dictate your trade, and that's the way it should be. Technical indicators, oscillators, stochasticators, whatever the fuck it is, they all work. All of them. You fucking, let's bring one up. I can sit here and we could do Fibonacci pitchforks, fucking, uh, man, bro, every motherfucking thing on here is gonna work. All the Fibonacci's are gonna work. All the Elliott waves. Let me see, where are the fucking indicators? Okay. All these indicators, guys. I can literally put one indicator in here and make an educated guess. Now, can I use all of them? Me personally, no. But I'm pretty sure if I sat there and I studied and I try to correlate each and every price action movement to one chart, it's possible, right? To one indicator, sorry. So I used multiple indicators, and here's the key thing, guys. You have to have a certain setup for every market. So if you're trading the forex, it's not going to be the same as you're trading the Nasdaq, as you're trading the Dow Jones. Stock, even within stocks themselves, there's different markets and different setups, you know. So just really know that. Let me see. I put this one up yesterday. Close this. So this is about when I sold, right? I was like under 4 actually. So I probably sold on this bar. Yeah, because I didn't catch the run up. So I sold around here. And why? Because I mean, to me, I had a couple indicators and I said, man, it's just bouncing outside. It's going to see a pullback and I just don't want to deal with it. So I pulled out and it pulled back, but then it bounced up, but eventually. So right now you see it's outside of the band. Now, is this band gonna open up or is it gonna tighten, or we're gonna have to see, you know, because that's the thing. You're not a fortune teller. These are not, you know, a crystal ball, but they give you. I would have to have a lot more stuff up here, me personally, to make an educated guess of when or what the actual pullback is going to be. And like I said, the market is always going to dictate that. It broke we're on the 1 hour chart, and it's breaking the support. Now, just because it breaks it doesn't mean it's not going to go back up, right? So we have to see the next bar. That's the actual bar that counts, not the one that actually breaks it, but the next one concretes your trend. So back to the indicators. Yeah, like I said, test what works, right? Are you a moving average guy? Are you a Elliott weight guy? A fucking Fibonacci? Whatever it is that you're gonna use, and you have the best success rate, and you're testing it, guys. That's the one you should be using. There's hundreds of videos of different algorithms that you can use, and that's how trading bots are do. Like a trading bot, all it is a set of indicators, and when there's matching these indicators that are going to tell you, hey, go for it, right? But what happens is, and we're all, especially when you first start trading, is, let's see. And in case you guys are wondering, I'm using Coinigy, and I'll show you a couple cool features about this. So let me see. So if I have this up, right, 4 hour chart, and bring it down to 1 hour. Oh, Bitcoin. So I have a 1 hour chart, guys, and this is my usual charting, right? This is how it usually looks when I look at charts. So it's still telling me that it's gonna go down, but then what happens is, you know, we heard, hey man, you know what? This guy's using this the boiling brands, and man, he's killing it with it. And then we heard this guy has a Fibonacci retracement, and oh man, he's fucking killing it. And oh man, I heard the actual Fibonacci or a fucking pitch fan. Oh man, that guy's killing it. Oh man, yeah. That one. Oh, you know what else I heard? I heard that let me see what indicators. Oh man, what was it? Oh, oh yeah. I mean, you can't do without directional, right? I mean, you need a directional index in there, so let's throw a directional index in there too. I mean, how are you going to trade without one? So now, yeah, that looks right. That looks right. So see what I'm saying? So now, if you're waiting, if you're waiting for all these things to line up and be in perfect sync with each other, chances are that it's not going to. Like that's straight up, right? I mean, fuck. Like I said, but if I want to use every indicator a certain way, I'm pretty sure I can make it work for myself. And that leads me to my next learn to read naked charts. That's going to be more important than all this other bullshit, honestly. Let me close everything out. I think volume is important. So okay, so this is what I'm saying. Learn how to read just this, right? So what does this tell me right here? There's low volatility. What does this tell me? There was high volatility. There's a high price action, and then with high value. So what this tells me is it fought a good war, but then the next one says you lost it. So if you see all these little bars, there's low volatility, and as the bars start getting bigger, that means there's high volatility. I see steps, and I mean, I'm looking at these charts and just naked price action. And once we learn how to do this, that tells you another story, and then you throw in your indicators, and it's gonna back up the story or it's gonna rebut the story. So we see some hammers, we see some spinning tops, we see some dojis, some dragon drive dojis, we see bullish engulfments, and okay, look, there's a bullish engulfment, but guess what? If I have my technical indicator in here, it might tell me that it's otherwise. So that's what I'm saying. You always have to wait for confirmation, guys. This is a good start. Just a naked price action chart is always good, but let's try to get some simple indicators in here, and you're gonna do a lot better than trying to just load up on everything. Risk to reward. I always talk about this because this is so important, guys. I mean, this is fucking, I don't know, should be one of the first ones you learn. Risk to reward. You need to learn how to cut your losses. You can't get emotionally attached to a fucking coin. You can't say, hey, this coin's gonna come back, or maybe if I'm down right now, if I throw money at it and then when it comes back, I'm gonna double or triple my money. If that coin's a loser, it's a fucking loser. Move on to the next trade, preserve your capital, and then next time, um, you might make it, right? But for whatever reason, you were wrong and the market was right. Um, when you trade, guys, and this is a psychological thing, when you trade, you're gonna be wrong more than right. It's just if you're an active trader. If you're an active trader, which means like you're doing at least one trade a day to 3 trades a day, you are gonna be wrong more than you're right. And now there's gonna be times when you're on fire, when you're in sync with the market and you're seeing all the price action and your fucking charts are lining up perfectly. And when that happens, guys, you have to take advantage of it, right? So either obviously never risk more than what you should, but maybe you start taking a little bit bigger positions if you're on fire. So in other words, you hit 4 or 5 in a row, you're probably in sync with the market. And now the opposite of that is if you've had 4, 5, 6 bad trades, don't fucking try to revenge fuck the coin, right? Don't be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna show the fucking coin. I'm pissed. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna throw so much money at it. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna price manipulate this. No, guys, step back after a couple trades. If you make, I think more than 3 bad trades in a row, either there's something tweaked in your, maybe you can tweak something in your way you're picking coins if it's a technical thing, or maybe you're just not reading the market right. You thought privacy was hot, but it's actually lending, or whatever it is, So take a step back and evaluate, and take a small position. Trade 10 coins or $10 worth of that coin and see, because that's one thing in cryptocurrency. Your fees are so low, guys, and your spreads usually pretty low that just trade 10 coins to try to get back in sync with the market. Um, or one coin or $10 worth of that coin, and then be like, okay, well, or the minimum, which is like usually like 0.001 Bitcoin or whatever it is. So trade the minimum that you can, and just try to get your confidence back in yourself. So just keep trading and trading until you get confident, and then slowly move back into your trade mode. Or once you figure out, well, my moving average is off work by a couple days, or my support and resistance were actually placed in the wrong places, whatever it was, and you tweak some things, and now you see that you're making better trades, then it's back to normal um, assessments of your trades, and then start trading regularly. But until that happens, just chill out, guys. There's always gonna be a tomorrow. This is a 24-hour market. It doesn't shut down. There's always gonna be a bigger trade. There's always gonna be the next 100% coin return, a 10 time 10 return coin. We're so early in this, guys, that trust me, it's better to step back and evaluate the situation and actually make money long term. So that's it for now, guys. Just want to show you real quick. The reason I use Coinigy is obviously I like all the chart tech and all that stuff. But what's real cool is if you can link your, like, you have your Blockfolio and stuff like that, but you can link your exchanges with API keys. And if you link your exchange with the API key, you can tell the API key what to do. So I can actually trade on this platform if I wanted to, right? I can come in here, what is it here? And I can actually trade. Or what I like is it breaks down as far as my portfolio, what I have and what percentage I have of that coin and stuff like that. Balances. So that's, that was a trader thing. Skip. So I can come in here and it's gonna tell me where my coins been. So, and then if you're a visual person, where you've been, where it is. So in other words, this is a Bitcoin. So zero point 0.7 Bitcoin compared to zero point 0.6 or whatever, zero point 0.5 that I'm at right now in this actual wallet. And then you can link multiple wallets, guys. Okay. And like I said, what's cool is it's going to show you the distribution of your coin. So um, I have right now in this portfolio, it's showing 23% of the coin. The reason this is really outdated for me, because I haven't linked my wallets no more. I took a lot of stuff off exchanges and stuff like that. But even your wallets, my Ether wallet, I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can link almost everything except for like um, you might be able to link your ledger, because it goes based off addresses, and some of them are API keys if you want to trade. But I gotta see if I can do it with my ledger. I'm gonna let you guys know. But I mean, that's pretty cool thing to see in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you want to see where you were and where you at, it's saying zero point 0.5, and then yesterday I was at 0.69, so the market dropped, and then you try to figure out what dropped and stuff like that. Like I said, overall, well, look, I'm down 23% in these coins right here. So I think it's pretty cool to be able. I'm a kind of visual person, so if I could just go out and see it, it helps me. It's not a free thing. You could try it out for 30 days, and if it's for you, it's not for you, whatever. So, guys, uh, like always, I appreciate the support. If you haven't checked us out, go ahead and check us out on Instagram. We do memes. We try to educate you, keep it fun and light. Um, I make most of these memes and I kind of make myself laugh, guys. So it's pretty funny, at least to me. Um, we have the website up. Check us out. Like I said, I'm working on the resources. Currently, I'm working on the Slack channel. I think that's the way we're gonna go. I was going to go Discord, but it looks like it might be Slack. So for now, your boy Cali. Thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate it. Much love. Peace.